It is Friday, June 10th in the MLB, and I'm Austin from Calling Our Shot.
And I'm Logan from Calling Our Shot.
And we are back with our favorite picks. We got our favorite underdog money line. We got to play our prop. We got a no run first inning coming your guys' way.
Guys, it's Friday. Good vibes only. Do us a real quick favor and mash that subscribe button. You know, we're trying to grow this channel to 35,000. That's the next milestone, and you guys in the community have been the absolute best. So go ahead and just drop them, and also drop a quick like.
Yes, Logan, I agree. And let's do a recap of yesterday. 3-2 day. Certainly could have been so much better. Royals money line. Great call. Pirates team total over 2.5. Shout out Vogelbach or whatever you pronounce his name, leaving everyone on base. He had several times with runners in scoring position. He said, nah, I'm good. Caprielli and our added play under 3.5 Ks. A little sweaty. Does go under. A rise over 0.5 singles. Should have been over 0.5 home runs because the man hits a home run. That's his only hit of the game. But then our NRFI does cash out. McClanahan and Michaelis both pitched absolute gems yesterday. So shout out to them for cashing the no-run first inning, waving that flag. As a reminder, we love all of our All-Stars. So we've been helping you make some money. Consider becoming an All-Star. Hit that join button on the channel down below. We have one new one, Jency Luciano. I appreciate you. Now, thank you again. And then if you haven't watched our NBA Finals, best bets for Game 4, which that game is tonight, we are doing a giveaway on there. Yeah, on Game 3, we did a giveaway where if we hit our parlay, we'd give away $100. We did that. Now today we're upping it to $200. So if you sign up for Underdog, our newest sponsor on the channel, not only do you get a 100% deposit match up to $100, but if our parlay hits from that Game 4 video, giving away $200 to people that sign up using our code. I'll put all the links and details down in the description and the pinned comment. Definitely go check it out. And as always, our Odds Jam parlay is live on OddsJam. Top link in the description. There's a little bit of a delay yesterday with one of the legs not showing up. Yesterday's parlay was an absolute L. This week's not been great for parlays, but I have faith in this one today. But without further ado, Logan, I'm going to throw it to you, and you have some big news as you're in a change of scenery tomorrow.
Yeah, you know, guys, it's been a great run in this apartment with this background. But you know what? Tomorrow, it'll be a change of scenery because I'm moving today. So, you know, all the fun of moving. But you know what I need when you're moving? I need a little extra money. So how do I get that money? Well, I need an underdog today. And you know me, I love picking underdogs because that's how you become profitable in baseball, right? We're going to a game that you know, it's close to me. You guys know I live in Philadelphia. Diamondbacks versus Phillies, and I'm rolling with the Diamondbacks today. Yes, going against my Phillies. Plus 118 odds on FanDuel. As Austin's pulling up right here, I mean, this line is really sketchy, right? It's across the board, all the books. It's roughly 115, 118-ish. But this line is sketchy, right? I always open the slate, and I'm always like, what sticks out to me? The fact that the Phillies are getting kind of disrespected on this line has to mean something. Also, this is probably a parlay piece that everyone and their mother is playing tonight. I just see the comments tomorrow. Oh, Phillies, you screwed me. Oh, I shouldn't have trusted them. Yeah. Well, I'll explain why you shouldn't trust the Phillies tonight, right? Diamondbacks out to ruin Bryce Harper bobblehead night, by the way. Just FYI. I don't know what that means. But I expected the Phillies to be bigger favorites returning home, riding a 7-game winning streak. They've been absolutely scorching. And in baseball, it's all about streaks and it's all about streak enders. I think the Diamondbacks are going to be a streak ender today, right? Why? Because they're trotting out their ace, Zach Allen, right? 2 and 6 earned runs in each of his last 3 starts. Come in with a 2.4 ERA. Now the strikeout numbers have been down. That stuck out at me when I was pulling his stats. But you know what? I expect him to be able to get back on track versus these Phillies batters because a lot of them, they swing at bad pitches, right? At Kyle Schwarber. When he's not hitting dingers, he's swinging in the dirt. I know that for sure. And several Philadelphia hitters haven't actually registered a hit versus Gallen. Their player with the best batting average versus Gallen is Gene Segura, and he's on the IL, so he's not coming back anytime soon. A lot of these Phillies hitters have just been way overachieving, right? At Bryson Stott, just hitting home runs at an amazing clip. You know, the players like Moniak, the players that you haven't heard of, right? The average casual baseball fan, probably knows Bryce Harper, maybe Castellanos, and that's about it. Well, you know what? They're getting a ton of production from the bottom half of their order, the Odubel Herreras of the world, but that's eventually going to dry up. Hate to tell you that, Phillies fans, but that's just how this works. You know what? As I mentioned, Gallen has the pitching edge. Who are the Diamondbacks facing? Kyle Gibson, 5-2 and 2 earned runs in each of his last 3 starts, coming in with a 4.4 ERA. Now, I tried fading Kyle Gibson the last time he was on the mound. The Angels said not so fast. Bullpen sold me. But you know what? The Diamondbacks bullpen, they've been up and down. They can definitely hold this game. But batters are hitting .311 on batting average and balls in play against Gibson, 14th highest in the MLB. This is a stat I told you last time I tried fading him. hitters, when they hit Gibson, they hit him hard, right? They chase him after a few innings. If he's not on his game, the Diamondbacks could easily be able to put up some runs. You saw last time what the Angels did. They chased him after 3 2/3. He didn't even last 4 innings. I think the Diamondbacks hitters who have seen him before, actually, they have seen Kyle Gibson, Rojas and Varsho, both hitting 500 versus Gibson. And honestly, guys, you might not be able to name a lot of Diamondbacks, but trust me, this offense, they're not the most appealing offense in the world, but they're coming off games where they scored 8, 7, 5 runs versus the Reds. They can do it. They've shown they can do it. Season long, they don't have the best offensive stats, but they're definitely worth an underdog play today, especially when that line doesn't look right. I think the Phillies should be bigger favorites. I think Vegas is telling us Kyle Gibson might slip up and Zach Allen handles his side. So I'm rolling with the Diamondbacks. They would never hurt me, right, Austin?
No. They would never hurt you. And you're right. It's going to be a parlay, please, because it's already on FanDuel. Odds boosted as Phillies money line in a money line parlay. And those, I swear, never hit in the MLB. So I like the pick. Love the value today. Not as great value as your pick, but we're going to a guy by the name of Bichette. And we're taking his over 1.5 bases minus 115 on DraftKings. Now, we see all the books more or less on the same kind of line. So you can get this on any book. I would caution people to normally try to bet it on maybe like a DraftKings, just because if Bichette for some reason doesn't start today, you'd at least get your money back in case Bichette just comes up at like the 8th inning to pinch hit. FanDuel will grade it as a loss if that's the case. But I still do think Bichette is going to start. He does not normally pinch hit all too often. Now, let's talk about Bichette. Started off the year pretty slow, only hitting 262 so far this year versus 298 last year. He's been a very good hitter in his young career. And we look at in April, he's batting 213, May 296, June 290. So really that April batting average really is kind of weighing him down, but he's going to keep building it up and up. And we look at over the last 2 weeks, Bichette's been pretty hot. He's hitting 339 in his last 14 games with 20 hits, 9 extra base hits. We know this guy does have the power to not only get some doubles, but also get some home runs. And I think he can get that done. He has 9 home runs on the year. I'm not counting on him to get a home run, but it is possible. Now, Bichette hit the over in 11 of his last 14 games, including a perfect, knock on wood, 8 for 8 on the road. So he's riding with an 8 road streak of hitting 2+ bases. It's also beneficial being on the road because we know Bichette's at least guaranteed 9 innings of hitting. Now, he's not going to hit in every single inning. He's not going to have 9 at-bats today, but it does mean the Blue Jays are guaranteed to at least bat in all 9. If they're obviously at home and they're leading after the top of the 9th, they won't obviously bat in the bottom of the 9th. We're not concerned about that today. Now, today they're obviously in Detroit, facing Elvin Rodriguez. Doesn't have a ton of starts to his name, but he is rocking a 10.13 ERA. That ain't that good. 1.60 whip. Now, I think that ERA will come down a little bit. And if it goes up today, then that means Bichette's probably having a good day. And Rodriguez, I wanted to look at the pitches he throws. And he throws 51.5% of his pitches are a 4-seam fastball. That's Bichette's best pitch to hit. He's hitting a 300 batting average versus that with an even higher 311 expected batting average. So Bichette, he's been hitting pretty well. He's batting 269. Versus right-handed pitchers with the 326 batting average on balls in play versus just the 219 versus left-handed pitchers, only 263 in a batting average and balls in play. So you see a pretty big split. Rodriguez is a righty, so we're seeing Bichette hit righties pretty well so far this year. And he also, I don't know what the Tigers did to him, but he's batting 346 lifetime versus the Tigers. Not a big sample size, only 6, I believe, games total in his career versus the Tigers. But in all 3 at Comerica Park, he hit it, and he said it in 4 straight versus the Tigers as a general. Now, we look at the over-under. It's at 9. If the over-under is like 7.5, I'd be a little bit sus. Be like, oh, something's going on with Rodriguez today. But over-under set at 9. They expect some runs to come, and we know Bichette's at the top of the order, so we should get 4, maybe 5 plate appearances today. Counting on you, Bichette. I think you can get it over 1.5 bases. We're riding with him. But, Logan, you know what time it is, baby. Wave that flag. It's the last time here in your new place or your old place. We're cashing out for the people. And today, I like the one we got cooked up for you guys. We're going Dodgers versus Giants. No, we're in first inning, minus 115 on FanDuel. We only see 2 books with lines. It's weird, but Caesars and FanDuel both at minus 115. Look, we're in. We're in on both books. Now, we look at this one. But who's trotting out there for the Giants? Jacob Junis. He's got 7-1 on the nowhere on first innings, and he's been really, arguably, probably one of the most consistent pitchers that the Giants have to offer. He has a 2.51 ERA, just a 0.93 WHIP. He's been very consistent for him. Now, obviously, you have to talk about the Dodgers bats. They have a lot of firepower in that top half of their order, but there's, they're 8th and first inning runs. We saw them go even though they had 11 runs yesterday, they still didn't score in the first inning. Dylan Cease had them really cooked up for the first 4 innings until he imploded in the 5th inning. But we still do think the Dodgers, sometimes that offense takes a little bit slow. We know these series games also start off normally pretty slow. Both teams play each other pretty tough. So I think Junis can get us those first 3 outs. What about the next guy, Logan?
Yeah, I mean it's the Dodgers ace or supposed ace, right? Walker Buehler coming in at 8-3 on the NRFI this year. We love to see. I mean, we love to see that. Some of his games where he's given up a yes run first inning have been a little bit shocking and surprising, but this one's just got NRFI written all over it. San Francisco's tied for 18th in first inning runs. I can tell you from experience, guys, that Giants offense takes a little bit to heat up, if they even do heat up, because they failed to score first inning run versus Gomber and Sensatilla. Those are what I like to call meatball thrower pitchers, right? Pitchers that you should be able to probably get a yes run first inning against. And the Giants really kind of struggled in that department. Guys, this has no run first inning written all over it. Both teams trotting out really solid pitchers. Honestly, these also series, the Dodgers versus Giants. If you watched them last year, a lot of them were low scoring games. They not a lot of offense to be found. I think we see something similar to that in Game 1 of this series, and I love it, NRFI Nation. Let's cash one more time.
Let's wave these flags one more time. We appreciate you guys as always for tuning into the video. Those are our 3 plays: Dodgers, Giants, NRFI, Bichette's over in bases, and we're taking at the Diamondbacks underdog money line plus 118. Those are our 3 plays. A reminder, if you want to sign up for Underdog Fantasy, get a 100% deposit match and potentially win another $200 with our giveaway. Definitely sign up using the top link in the description. We appreciate you guys as always. It's been Austin. This has been Logan. We will catch you guys in the next one.